I know most of you watching NXT tonight were probably wondering what the fuck was with that ending to NXT TV tonight. NXT advertises a match between Lars Sullivan and Killian Dane 1 week before NXT TakeOver New Orleans. And we get somewhat of a match, and then every participant of the North American Championship ladder match introduces themselves to the fray and stops the match, and the match has no winner. Now, I know that's quite bizarre, and it left me scratching my head. Then all of a sudden we seen Ricochet come out, and then I marked out, and I really didn't give a shit what was going on. We got to see Ricochet, EC3, The Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole, Lars Sullivan, and Killian Dane all interact with one another, and it was quite fantastic. The fact that we seen Ricochet finally on NXT television, we get to hear him and his theme music. He runs down the ramp, he flips off the middle rope, he lands in the middle of the ring, and he turns around and looks at each individual guy that's going to be gunning for the same North American Championship on Saturday night. It's very difficult not to mark out, man. It's very difficult not to mark out. If you're not excited about what you've seen at the end of NXT tonight, then you don't have blood running through your veins. You might as well be part of the fucking Walking Dead, for all I care. That was great shit, even though we didn't get a winner. I didn't really give a shit about the match to begin with. I didn't care. But WWE wanted to do what they wanted to do to get you excited for Saturday night, even though we were probably already excited just by the mere announcement of this match. But it got me excited even more so because we've seen Ricochet tonight, man. And I am a Ricochet mark. I have had the pleasure of calling his work in House of Glory. And for those who do not know, or for those who are not familiar with Ricochet, you are in for an absolute treat, man. Do not be surprised if you see a 630 splash off the top of a ladder on Saturday night. And then we're all going to fucking mark out collectively. Gonna be awesome, man. NXT TakeOver New Orleans on Saturday night. I can't fucking wait. It is my WrestleMania, even though WrestleMania does look indeed stacked. I'm still more excited about NXT just because of how NXT has performed on a consistent basis. I am more excited for NXT TakeOver because of the sheer talent that's on this show. This is the best NXT has ever been. Ever been. And I can't wait to see what they do on Saturday night, man. I am incredibly excited for this weekend's festivities. And WrestleMania weekend's going to be massive. It's going to be absolutely massive, man. We got Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes that I want to definitely try and watch, but I don't know how I'm going to do that with NXT TakeOver happening on the same night. I might have to watch that on Sunday morning. But I want to watch that match, being that it has big implications for the Bullet Club. I definitely want to see the Young Bucks in that ladder match that was just recently announced for Supercard of Honor as well. I may actually end up ordering the Honor Club for myself and actually end up reviewing the show. So if you guys want to see that some point this weekend, let me know. If I have enough energy in me with all the 11 hours of wrestling I'm going to be subjected to this weekend, I will try and squeeze that in, maybe a 20-minute video, just going over Supercard of Honor. Because I know a lot of people have reached out to me, JD, you should expand your work, especially this weekend, WrestleMania weekend, cover Ring of Honor this weekend. I might actually do that because I'm very interested in the Kenny Omega-Cody Rhodes match anyway. But TakeOver, WrestleMania, it's going to be a lot of wrestling this weekend, man. It's going to be a lot of wrestling. So I'm going to have my Keurig machine working overtime just so that I ensure I stay awake during the day. And then I'm going to have my Guinness on chill for WrestleMania. So it's going to be a big, big weekend. And this is the weekend not only to make money and revenue on YouTube, but to gain new eyes. Because everybody's going to be locked in on YouTube on the weekend for TakeOver and WrestleMania, and this is my job to get those eyes on my podcast and my work and keep them here, right here on the channel, and get new viewers, man. So it's going to be a big, big weekend. I want to thank everybody that's with me as of right now going into WrestleMania weekend. I want to talk about WrestleMania weekend. There's one aspect of WrestleMania weekend that has definitely caught my eye. And I'm going to go over that in just a second. But I want to talk about what is coming up for the week. I wanted to get a video out today, but I'm still recuperating from the flu. And I should be good to go tomorrow. I want one more good night's sleep. I feel okay. A lot of you guys noticed that I felt a lot better during the SmackDown review last night. But I'm going to give myself one more day. I think there's going to be double uploads tomorrow. I think we're going to do NXT tonight. We're going to cover a big story about Rusev tomorrow. Apparently, Rusev has asked for his release from WWE. And I have my opinion on that, and I want to get a little extra video out for you guys on that. I also want to go over a WrestleMania video with you guys and give you my match order predictions. And I want to kind of set aside a separate video for that instead of doing that in the full-fledged review that you guys are going to be seeing on Off the Script this weekend. So there might be a double upload tomorrow. So look forward to that. We're going to do NXT tonight, and then we're going to do those two videos tomorrow. If you guys missed anything that I've already done this week, if you guys missed Off the Script Part 3 on Monday, if you guys missed Off the Script Part 1 and 2 for episode 215 on Friday and Saturday, if you guys missed Raw and SmackDown, both go-home show reviews, all that stuff is live on the channel right now. Make sure you guys go and check that out for extra content. Please make sure you guys go and support. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you guys missed those videos at all, they are there for your viewing pleasure right after you finish this NXT review. Like I said, man, there's one aspect of WrestleMania weekend that I want to go over that has caught my eye. And I wish WWE did this when I went to Axxess last year for WrestleMania in Orlando. Now, for those who have asked me, JD, what would you attend if you're going to a city hosting WrestleMania? What events would you go to? WrestleCon is always going to be one of them. I had a fantastic time at WrestleCon. I think it's great. They got podcasting, situations there. And, I got into a booth and we did Off the Script there. We did WrestleMania predictions and I had Colt Cabana sitting, pretty much right across from me. It was pretty cool. On top of that, I met Jim Ross and I met Katrina from Lucha Underground. And, we met Mike Kanellis and Ryback. You guys know the whole fucking deal with Ryback and Wade Barrett. Jake the Snake was there, Bubba Ray Dudley. I had a nice little conversation with Matt Stryker. It was really, really fun. And then on top of that, the best part was meeting all you guys who came up to me who, knew me from what I do here. And you graciously came up to me and said what's up and, asked for pictures and whatever else you guys wanted. WrestleCon definitely is something that I'd go to. I did attend WrestleMania Axxess, but I didn't have that good of a time at WrestleMania Axxess. There was two parts of WrestleMania Axxess that were really, really cool. One was the little museum that they set up in the center of the floor. The other part of Axxess that I enjoyed was the live NXT action. They set up a ring in the back, and they set up two sides of bleachers, and there was live action in the middle of the ring, and we got to see, some of the, the UK guys were there, and we seen some of the 205 Live guys. We've seen some NXT talent like Hideo Itami, who was in NXT at that point last year. But this year, WWE is ensuring that more people come to Axxess for more live action. Not only do I like this, because it gives Axxess great meaning this year, but it also gives those talent who are not there to break through yet to make it to NXT or be featured on NXT, let alone WrestleMania, it gives them the chance to showcase their work in front of people who are in the city for WrestleMania. And WWE has been on a tournament kick lately, and I'm fine with that, man. I wish there was a tournament every fucking week. But they have set aside 4 tournaments for WWE Axxess in New Orleans this year. The first one being a WWE UK title invitational. Listen to this. First round matches. Lio Rush versus Buddy Murphy. That's going to be on Thursday from 6 to 8 if you're going to Axxess. What Buddy Murphy did on 205 Live with Kalisto, you can imagine what he's going to do with Lio Rush. Seems like a can't miss match to me, man. Lince Dorado versus Raul Mendoza. That's happening on Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. Dan Matha versus Drew Gulak. That's happening on Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. Then we got Mark Andrews versus Zach Gibson. That is happening on Friday from 7 to 9. The semifinals are happening on Saturday, 8 to 10 a.m. in the morning and 1 to 3 in the afternoon. And then the finals are happening on Saturday night from 6 to 8 p.m. And then you're going to get a title match. You're going to get Pete Dunne defending the UK title against whomever the winner is of this tournament on Sunday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So if I'm choosing one guy to challenge Pete Dunne during this entire thing, what a match that would be. Lio Rush versus Pete Dunne for the UK title. What a treat that would be for you guys going to Axxess. Now, Axxess is only worth one day. I can't see people, going multiple days to see this tournament. But if you're invested in any of these guys, I don't know if they sell multi-day passes like they do for Comic-Con or any of these festivals, but it might be worth it just for these invitationals. That's not the only thing you're going to get. You're going to get a North American title invitational. Now, the title isn't even on anybody yet. We're going to get that Saturday night at TakeOver. But listen to this. They got a tournament lined up for the first challenger for the North American Championship. Fabian Eichner is going up against Jason Kincaid. That's Thursday from 6 to 8. Akira Tozawa versus Kona Reeves. That's going to be on Thursday from 8 to 10. We're going to have Chris Donovan Dijak versus Arya Davari that's going to be on Friday from 5 to 7. And then Hideo Itami versus Wolfgang. That's going to be on Friday from 7 to 9. Now, the semifinals are going to take place on Saturday from 8 to 10 and then 10 to 12. The finals are going to take place on Saturday night at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So the semifinals are going to happen earlier on Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning, and the finals are going to take place on Saturday night. Now, the title match, that is to be determined. I don't know if that's going to be happening at this particular Axxess, because TakeOver is on Saturday night. And I don't know if there's going to be a Axxess on Sunday morning. I don't know if they're going to be doing that. But there is going to be something on Sunday morning, because the title match for the UK title is going to be on Sunday morning. I don't know if they're going to litter a North American championship or have the first defense of a brand new championship being introduced to the company happening at Axxess. I think they're going to save that. And especially with two names in this tournament that I could definitely see being a number one contender for live television. I'd love to see Donovan Dijak on live television, depending on who wins the tournament, or depending on who wins the title. I'm going with Velveteen Dream, if you guys must know. Or I could see Fabian Eichner winning it. I'd love to see more of Fabian Eichner, man. He's been one of the things that has impressed me most about NXT this year. Is Fabian Eichner. So there's a North American title invitational. There's a tag team title invitational. Listen to this. Trent Seven and Tyler Bate, Mustache Mountain versus Tino Sabatelli and Riddick Moss, Thursday from 6 to 8. The Street Profits versus Cesar Bononi and Adrian Jaoud. I don't know who the fuck that is, but that's happening on Thursday from 8 to 10. Sanity versus Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler. They're part of a new stable that's kind of being groomed at NXT live events. That's happening from Friday from 5 to 7. 5 to 7. TM61 versus Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. Friday from 7 to 9. That's a damn good first round right there, man. Semifinals taking place on Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. And then 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. The finals will be taking place, I believe, that night as well on Friday night. The title match will be taking place after TakeOver. That's actually taking place on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So if you guys want to see the tag team title invitational end with a title match, Sunday from 10 to 12. They also have a women's title invitational. Nikki Cross versus Aaliyah, Thursday from 6 to 8. Dakota Kai versus Lacey Evans, Friday from 5 to 7. Kairi Sane versus Bianca Belair. Ooh. Why isn't that on live television, bro? Thursday from 8 to 10. I'd love to see that. Peyton Royce versus Candice LeRae. Friday from 7 to 9. You get to see the newly enhanced Peyton Royce, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Semifinals Saturday. Same thing, 8 to 10 a.m., 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Finals on Saturday night, 8 to 10 p.m. And then the title match on Sunday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So Axxess has a lot more meaning this year. And kudos to WWE for turning Axxess around and really making it, all about competition. Especially for those who aren't featured on NXT television that prominently and are nowhere near ready to make it to the big WrestleMania weekend, in any capacity. This is great. This is great shit, man. So kudos to WWE on that. If you guys are going, man, send me some pictures on Twitter at JDFROMNY206. I'd love to see Bianca Belair win that women's invitational. I don't think she's going to get one over on Kairi Sane. I just don't see that. So we'll see what happens with that, man. But NXT tonight. Let's talk NXT. It was a typical go-home show for NXT. A lot of video packages. The video package for Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, absolutely masterful work, man. Man, it brings a tear to your eye. It really does. The production value of WWE, they documented everything from them winning the tag team championships, from the revival of NXT TakeOver Toronto, to them just, being best friends for 12 years. They showed Tommaso Ciampa at Johnny Gargano's wedding, and they traveled the world together. They were best of friends for 12 years, and, they showed the collapse of DIY in Chicago during that ladder match, where Johnny Gargano shoved Ciampa out of the way, and he took that ladder shot from the Authors of Pain, which was fucking even more sickening watching it again in the video package. And that's when the breakup happened. And Ciampa throws Gargano into the video screen, and he asks why, what's going on, and DIY is broken up. And then we see the journey of Johnny Gargano trying to make it on his own without his best friend, chronicling his matches with Andrade Cien Almas and then Zelina Vega egging him on and just poking fun that he's a nobody, and Johnny kind of resurrecting himself, winning the spot at Philadelphia, challenging for the NXT Championship, documenting Ciampa coming back and kind of sticking it to him that he lost the title match and now he's back and Ciampa's going to take his soul. He's going to ruin his spirit. He's going to break his spirit. It was just great shit. Absolutely fantastic shit, man. I can't wait to see what those two do. Non-sanctioned match. I don't know if that's going to mean there's going to be an official there, and they're going to let these guys just tear the fucking building down piece by piece. If it's anything like the Shawn Michaels Triple H match at SummerSlam 2002 non-sanctioned match, I think we're going to be in for a treat. This is storytelling at its finest for WWE, man. This is great shit, and I can't wait to see what these two do. So it was pretty much just them documenting the entire storyline of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. We are here. After all the tears, after all the investment, after all the feeling that we put into this storyline, we are finally here on Saturday night, and it's going to be absolutely magical in New Orleans, man. I can't wait. The Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Boy, did they go out with a fucking bang. Boy, did they go out with a bang, man. Authors of Pain. I'm a big fan of Authors of Pain. I love their sheer power and dominance. They are definitely a take on the old school. You don't really see teams like that size, that dominating in WWE, man. It's more, we get a team like the Usos, or we get a team like the Bar, or we get a team like the Hardys, and, the Revival, who are just calculating fucking mat tacticians, But the Authors of Pain are a real throwback to, the bigger size teams. And then they got Paul Ellering there to even add more to that old school feel. Authors of Pain dominated tonight, and seeing Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne together, man. I love Pete Dunne and I love Roderick Strong. If you're gonna talk about MVPs for WWE in 2018, man, Roderick Strong needs to be not only a write-in ballot, not only a write-in vote, but I think Roderick Strong should seriously be in contention for WWE, MVP for 2018. The guy's work has been fucking phenomenal. It's like he's all over the place. Put him in the UK title hunt, he's there. You put him in the 205 Live tournament for the Cruiserweight Championship, he's fucking giving you 5-star matches there. You put him in a tag team with Pete Dunne, he's excelling to the point where, he's making Pete Dunne look even better than ever before. We love Pete Dunne for what Pete Dunne does, but Pete Dunne tonight teaming with Roderick Strong, you've seen a new side of Pete Dunne. We didn't see the rugged, bully, get the fuck out of my face, I'm going to break your fingers Pete Dunne. We seen Pete Dunne with a sense of urgency tonight. We've seen a different side of Pete Dunne. Roderick Strong brought out a different side of Pete Dunne that was very refreshing tonight. And I definitely want to see more of these guys together. I think they're a great fucking team. And the way Roddy came in after Pete Dunne was, uncharacteristically being beat down. I never seen Pete Dunne just maul the way he was tonight with the Authors of Pain. And rightfully so, because he's the much smaller guy. It was always going to be interesting to see how Pete Dunne reacted to wrestling somebody the size of an Akam or a Razor. But to see Pete Dunne uncharacteristically in that position was very refreshing. And then to see Roderick Strong come and save the day, or at least try to, with knees and fucking shots, trying to cut the big man down. And he got his fallaway slam on him. They executed what looked like an end of heartache into a bitter end almost. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was a nice combination of a end of heartache into a bitter end type move that they got on one of the Authors of Pain. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Akam or Razor. I don't know how Mauro Ranallo tells the fucking difference, to be quite honest with you. Kudos to him on that. But the double team and the urgency for both Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne was brilliant. Pete Dunne, again, uncharacteristically, we don't really see him because he works such a methodical style. Doing, a springboard over the ropes, one fluid motion to the top rope, giving Finn Balor a run for his money with a coup de grace off the top rope to one of the Authors of Pain. It was just great shit. And then all of a sudden, we see the Undisputed Era come into play. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. No Bobby Fish. The first thing that WWE did tonight was mention that Bobby Fish is not cleared to wrestle. He is done. He might be out till early 2019. That is how severe his injury is. So they did make mention of that. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, they come in and they cause a no contest. It's a double DQ because they attacked both the Authors of Pain, Roderick Strong, and Pete Dunne. So the referee calls for no contest, double DQ. Done. There's no winner. We got Undisputed Era leaving the ring because they thought that they got one over on NXT management. William Regal comes down, and instead of just making the match, this is why I love Regal. Regal is head and shoulders the best GM that we have on WWE television. Outside of Dario Cueto and Lucha Underground, William Regal is what a general manager should be for a brand. He's not there featured on the show. He's not the fucking centerpiece of the show. He's there when he is needed. He comes out, and not only does he make the match for TakeOver New Orleans, he explains why he made the match. Attention to detail when it comes to NXT. This is why they do things right. William Regal comes out and says, well, look at you, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. You thought you could get one over on us by putting yourself in this situation, causing a double DQ, because Bobby Fish is out. You thought if you could change the outcome of this match, you wouldn't have to defend your titles at NXT TakeOver New Orleans. Wow, somebody who's paying attention. So he's like, no way, bro. You ain't getting one over on me. You thought you were smart, but you're not smart enough. So at TakeOver New Orleans on Saturday night, it's going to be Undisputed Era. It's going to be Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly versus Authors of Pain versus Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong in a triple threat match. The winners will not only win the finals of the Dusty Classic and win the Dusty Cup, they're going to win the tag team titles. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And the kicker, The kicker, attention to detail, people. Adam Cole was so pissed. He tracked down William Regal as William Regal was leaving the building. He's like, Regal, what do you think you're doing? You got some balls making a decision like that. You damn well know I'm fighting in a North American Championship ladder match against 5 other people. You expect me to do that and defend the tag team titles with Kyle O'Reilly? William Regal said, listen, I am fully aware of what's going on. You have three situations that you could do. You have 3 choices. 1, you forfeit the titles. Okay? You have Kyle O'Reilly going there by himself. Pretty much, he's forfeiting the titles by that and that alone. Kyle O'Reilly goes at it himself. Number 2, you help Kyle O'Reilly defend the titles. Number 3, you do both. Because this is an unbelievable opportunity to be in the first ever North American Championship match. And you know Adam Cole doesn't want to do that. But he's also giving him the option to do both. So you do both. You give up the North American Championship and just defend the titles with Kyle O'Reilly. Or you let Kyle O'Reilly do it himself. Attention to detail. William Regal. I love him. He's a prick. And he lays down the law when people don't abide by it. You can't get any better than that, man. I love it. Absolutely fantastic stuff by William Regal tonight. And that was a hell of a match for the Dusty Classic finals before the Undisputed Era got in there, man. Very, very good stuff. Very, very impressed with Roderick Strong, man. You know, I know he's not the biggest guy, and I know he's not a guy that you're going to look towards to, you know, cut a great promo. He doesn't have, you know, glistening charisma. It's not fucking screaming at you through the television screen, but he is an unbelievable talent, man. And his body of work this year has been top-notch. Keep an eye on Roderick Strong, man. He's going to be doing very, very good things in WWE in 2018. As is Pete Dunne. We had Kairi Sane versus Vanessa Bourne. Good old Vanessa Bourne, man. She's in Toni Storm category at this point. But Vanessa Bourne, man, very green in the ring. I love her theme music, by the way. I think her theme music's awesome. Kind of looks more like a stripper than anything, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Kairi Sane wins with the elbow drop off the top rope. Vanessa Bourne got in some offense. I don't really like seeing Kairi Sane, you know, on the defensive against people that she really shouldn't be on the defensive against. I don't see Vanessa Bourne doing anything of value in NXT yet anyway. She has a long way to go. Kairi Sane took way too much defense in that match. You know, she's on the defensive way too much. Vanessa Bourne got way too much offense in that match. So she ends up winning with the elbow drop off the top rope. It is what it is. And then we got the main event of Lars Sullivan and Killian Dane. I had visions of Lars Sullivan just standing in the aisleway. I'm like, this guy's a mixture of Braun Strowman and Psycho Sid fused together. I have big things in store for Lars Sullivan this year, man. But the match really didn't go anywhere. It was two, you know, giant men trying to, you know, outdo one another. The one big spot of the match was, you know, they were both on the top rope. Lars was going for maybe a headbutt. I don't know what he was going for, but he was climbing the top rope, again, uncharacteristically. Killian Dane caught him halfway up. They were both on the second turnbuckle. Lars was dazed. Killian Dane looked behind him down to the ground on the concrete. I don't know what he was planning to do, but Lars was knocked off the second turnbuckle, and he hit pretty hard down on the ring apron, and then he hit the floor. And you've seen, I don't know if you guys were paying attention, I was. Lars Sullivan, I believe it was on his left side. He had a nice little gash. It wasn't bleeding or anything, but it was a very noticeable bruise. It was red. And I know that shit had to be hurting him when he got to the back. Nice red streak just going right down his side because he hit the apron very oddly. And he came down. It looked like he really hit hard coming off that second turnbuckle. And Lars, you know, he's not the most nimble fucking guy in the ring. So he shouldn't even been off the top rope anyway. But he came down pretty hard. And that's when the match broke down. Velveteen Dream came in. Adam Cole came in. EC3 came in, and then we get the debut of Ricochet with his new theme music, and Ricochet just looking at everybody, pretty much saying that he's the one and only Ricochet, and he's going to show exactly what he means by that on Saturday night, stating that this is the biggest match of his wrestling career, man. NXT was, not as good as most weeks. It got the job done. It did what it did to get you excited for TakeOver, which we were already at maximum levels of excitement anyway. But it was nice to see Ricochet finally debut on WWE television, and the ladder match is going to be great. William Regal was the star of the show tonight, just laying down the law to the Undisputed. We finally got that triple threat match announced for TakeOver New Orleans for the tag team titles / Dusty Finals. And the Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa stuff is, it speaks for itself. They didn't really do anything more with Andrade Cien Almas and Aleister Black. They just showed a recap of what had happened so far between the two, which is not much. Aleister Black berated Zelina Vega, with the short jokes. Out comes Candice LeRae. She took care of Zelina Vega. Andrade Cien Almas was not there for that instance, and he felt very, very disrespected. They showed the beatdown again from last week, which was very well done. Angry Almas is the best Almas. And this is going to be a physical match, man. I expect a lot from both guys on Saturday night. Andrade Cien Almas has come a long way, and I think he's going to bring his absolute best on Saturday night against Aleister Black. And the funny thing is, we all think that we've seen Almas at his best against Gargano. This is WrestleMania weekend. Imagine what he's going to try and do to top himself from Philadelphia. So it's going to be very interesting to see. And then, obviously, we all know Aleister Black is the next chosen one in NXT. This is his coronation. We all kind of know he's going to win the NXT Championship. But I think there's going to be bigger things in store for Andrade Cien Almas. I think he's making a move to the main roster, which is a long time coming and deserved for someone who's just come so long and so far to just kind of reinvent himself and get to this point. And honestly, one of the best wrestlers in not only in WWE, but probably the world. So it's going to be very, very fun to watch on Saturday night, man. And that is NXT tonight. Not much going on, but you know what? Monday Night Raw didn't do it. SmackDown didn't do it. They didn't get you excited for WrestleMania. NXT, even though the wrestling wasn't there, we got a great finals for the Dusty Classic, and they got you excited for TakeOver. So that's all we can ask for, man. Thank you guys so very much. Follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for notifications. We are nearing 90,300, man. Hopefully by the end of the weekend, we'll have 91,000 right here on YouTube, man. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with more content. And then on Friday for WrestleMania weekend off the script. I'll talk to you guys then. Take care. Enjoy your Wednesday nights. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for more content right here on the channel.